Hey everyone, Sam and Chris from Wyvern Kodiak here. Before we get started, like and subscribe, check out some of the other videos and content that we have on our channels. Thanks a lot. Hey everyone, Sam at Wyvern Kodiak. I'm checking out the Kansept Fenrir. This was loaned to us by our friend Fred the Lug. Fred, appreciate you as always loaning us some of your cool knives to check out and review. I really appreciate it, my friend. So before we get started, first, it's the middle of the night, so Chris is not here. I'm flying solo again, and that's okay. I'm just really excited. So we finally got our prototypes in, and we're going to do the big reveal this Wednesday at 9 p.m. You're not going to want to miss it. So join us in the Dragon's Lair, 9 p.m. Eastern, on our YouTube channel, and you're going to want to see this. It's pretty cool. Okay, so the Fenrir. I feel like we just did a Fenrir review. Maybe a month ago, 2 months ago. Oh, because we did. But this one is so different. That one was a top liner lock or a button lock. This one is a frame lock. And so it's so different that I thought we should do a review on this one too. So looking at it really quick here, front flipper, beautiful thumb stud, black stonewash blade. You have this copper carbon fiber. Now I'm not a copper guy, and to be honest, I'm not quite sure I like these screws and hardware on this. I probably would have changed that to black personally, but I get it. But nevertheless, this carbon fiber is beautiful. And then titanium on the frame. You have some standoffs in here, stop pin, milled titanium pocket clip, lock bar relief cut, a little jimping on the top here. Let's open this up, and that is the Fenrir shape that we all know. It is a beautiful drop point with a harpoon-like big tall flat grind on this thing. Now this was designed by Greg Schob from Sparrow Knife Company. I'm sure you all know him, but he does outstanding work. I'm sure you know the Strix. Everybody knows the Strix. And he has done this knife as well and has had outstanding success on this. Now, you can see here that cool like sparrow skull thing. That's his logo. I dig it. I think that's a cool logo. Concept logo here. This is in S35VN for the blade steel, and it's Greg Schob right there. Okay, so yeah, this is a sweet knife. So let's talk about ergos real quick here. Ergos in hand. This is a super comfortable knife, very neutral almost. So no pinch points, no hot spots. You've got a beautiful point to choke up here, like a finger choil here. Get your finger behind the poon over here, and you're locked in. You're not going anywhere. Honestly, it doesn't need jimping. If I was the designer, I probably would have continued this jimping up here, because to be honest, my finger skates right over this jimping because there's no jimping on the scales over here. So that's just, again, subjective. Really don't need it, but would be nice to have type of thing. Now, I did notice one thing. When I squeeze here while I'm choked up, I am getting a little bit of a hot spot from this lock bar relief cut. It's not terrible. It's not going to persuade me to not buy this knife, but it's something to be aware of. Every hand is different, so it's really a matter of putting it in your hand and feeling it. So, again, it is very comfortable though. This is a great spot. I can tell you this would be home for me. I'd be cutting and slicing and dicing on this thing. Action on this thing is on bearings, and well, my finger was touching right here. My bad. There you go. Yeah. Outstanding action. So yeah, you can roll it over the top. reverse flick, incredible. Really, 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 really good action on this knife. So let's do some size comparisons real quick. I try to use knives that people are familiar with. So this is a Demko 80-20.5. This is a Demko Shark Cub. And the Fenrir is bigger than both. And you have a Benchmade bug out. And we have a Kaiser drop bear. And again, the Fenrir is bigger than both. So for specs on this, we've got 7.89 inches overall. You got a 3.48 inch blade, and you have 4.37 ounces on the weight. So not incredibly heavy, full-size knife, and yeah, it's beautiful. It really is. So let's check that pocket clip out. So it's got a really nice ramp. It's nice and long on here. Plenty of space here for the fabric to get underneath. I think this should do well as long as, and these are kind of chamfered a little bit, so unless the pants get bunched up in here, I think this should do pretty well. So, excuse me. Let's check this out. So for those of you that are new to the channel, these are medium thickness jeans. I'm going to take this knife and I'm going to put it in its pocket using the clip to see how hard it is to get it in the pocket, how good the retention is, how easy it comes out of the pocket, and if it would do any long-term damage on the pocket, fraying or ripping, anything like that. So putting it in the pocket went in very easy, very, very nice. It sticks up probably about a ½ inch out of the pocket, so it is not a deep carry clip, but it is not terribly sticking out. It's not the worst I've ever seen, so I wouldn't say it's any issue. It has great retention. You can see I'm moving the pants and it's staying put, and then pulling it out, no issue whatsoever. I don't think there would be any long-term damage whatsoever to this pocket. So this pocket clip gets a very good AA+ on that. So it's super fidgety. It's got a locking mechanism that I certainly prefer. Now, if you look at this, they call this a liner lock. I'm going to be honest, this is not a liner lock. This is a frame lock. And so I would certainly say that that's a frame lock. I mean, it comes all the way out here. These are just overlays on here, the inlays on that. So anyhow, incredible action, super fun and fidgety, beautiful design, Kansept Fenrir, awesome pocket clip. There is not a whole lot that you are not to like about this knife. Final thoughts on this thing is it's incredible. I really, really like this knife a lot. I would change some of the hardware to black, you know, the screws, the pivot, the thumb studs, and then this thing would be right up my alley in my opinion. Would I like to see some jimping right here? Sure would. Am I gonna not buy this knife because of it? Not at all. You're locked into that poon right here, that little poon scoop right there. So you're really not going anywhere. It's more about a texture thing for me on that. Nothing that I would change otherwise. This knife is outstanding. So, love to hear your thoughts. Do you have a Fenrir? Because these things are super popular, so I'm sure if there's any knife I've reviewed so far, probably most of you would say you have handled one, touched one, or have one of these. Do you like it? Which one do you have? And what do you think about this one? Do you like the copper, or are you like me? You're usually not a copper person. So would love to hear from you. Like, comment, subscribe, and join us on Instagram, at Wyvern Kodiak. And then Wednesday nights, we do live from the Dragon's Lair at 9 p.m. Eastern. Would love to hang out with you, talk knives, EDC stuff, and whatever else seems to come out of our mouths at that time. So, appreciate everybody hanging out with me tonight, checking out this knife, and I hope you enjoyed it. You have a good one. Take care.